beats or whatever. So.
Alright. I will be interviewing you on your music taste and just some basic questions about it. You have any questions before we start? No? Okay. What is your earliest memory like involving music?
Oh. For music in general, it's gotta be just in my parents' car. They listen to a lot of metal and just overall rock. So I remember there's a few songs that whenever I hear it now, it's kind of like clicks. Like, hey, I remember listening to that before.
Yeah. Good. What kind of music did you grow up listening to? But that kind of answers the same question, like kind of metal and stuff.
Yeah, metal, rock, that kind of jazz. As I started going towards like high school, though, I started to get like more comfortable with my own listening taste.
That's good. Is there a song or artist that kind of brings back a strong memory for you, like maybe like a moment in your life?
I guess it's a weird one, but there's a lot of memories I have with like specific songs of Daft Punk.
That's good, yeah. Good. How has your taste like changed over time? Like from that like kind of more rock punk to like your own taste?
I started off with just finding like songs that I liked on like Instagram and whatnot, because I started on like a like free listening or whatever. But that was mainly just like very like pop or just like upbeat music.
Yeah.
But I slowly started like exploring more tastes. I found Tyler the Creator, which is still my favorite artist to this day.
I like him too. Who's your all-time favorite artist or band and why?
Obviously Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
I saw him on a few months ago in February, I think. But
yeah, he's kind of had a good pump back. He's been around for a while, but his newer songs really did take a hit this year. So I definitely don't blame you. What genre do you find yourself listening to the most right now?
Right now, it's probably still in that either like pop or rap genre. With Kendrick Lamar's new album GNX, it's kind of bumped that up a little bit more.
Yeah. Are there any songs you never get tired of, like no matter how many times you hear it, like just songs you can play and repeat?
Most songs from Tyler the Creator. It's some of my favorites are "See You Again," "Darling I," "Thought I Was Dead." Some new ones from me, and specifically any song from Igor.
Okay. Good. Do you have any like go-to songs, like whenever you're feeling you're down or any motivation, or like just like a go-to song that never really like lets you down, you know?
Not songs, but really genres.
Genres.
Like I have all my stuff crammed into like a like songs, and Spotify has this little like thing where you can like chill or upbeat, and half of the songs there don't really fit into the genre anyway, so they're kind of just there to be there, but it still helps.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, definitely. When you usually do listen to music, when do you do it? Do you listen while studying, driving, working out, or just like all of the above?
I used to do it like all the time, like I was obsessed with it, but now I've kind of like toned it down a little bit just because I want to savor the music a little bit more, so.
Yeah.
Normally whenever I'm feeling like unmotivated to do a few things, I would put them on, get me in the mood, or most of the time in the car.
Yeah.
Because it gets boring just driving.
I agree. I can't be in the car without listening to music, like at all. Do you like listening to music with lyrics or just instrumentals?
I guess both. I like listening to like occasional like jazz or piano. And whenever those don't have any music, especially the best time whenever they don't have lyrics is whenever I'm trying to focus on something else.
I agree, yeah, because I like fixate on the lyrics and I can't focus. Yeah.
Or like I'm trying to listen to my own thoughts and the words are
people are talking in the background. Yeah, I agree. What role does music play in your everyday life? You kind of already answered this kind of broadly, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Most of the time whenever I'm hanging out with friends, I like to use it as background music. Anytime I'm unmotivated, put some on.
Good. Is there like a time or place when you prefer silence over music?
Maybe not silence, but just like having some like dark noise or something.
Yeah.
That's normally better for me when I'm reading or whenever I really need to focus. Because if I'm like really unmotivated or like getting distracted easily, I'll even listen to just the music. But
Yeah. I agree with that.
that's really the only other time I'd rather choose silence. Any other time I just love music.
Yeah. Do you play any instruments or sing?
I played, I was in like percussion for like 4 years in high school. I don't do it as much anymore, but I'm still like.
Percussion is like, what is that? What kind of, is that like?
Anything that doesn't require a mouth to use, so.
Okay, so like guitar, piano.
Drums.
Cool. I always wanted to be like some person who like play instruments, but I can never get into it. So I'm always jealous of people who can. Have you ever tried like writing a song or like producing music?
I tried to once, recently, but there's a lot of tools that go into it. The only other time I tried was in middle school, and we don't talk about those beats.
Yeah, let's leave that there then. If you could instantly master any instrument, what would it be and why?
Saxophone.
Saxophone. Interesting.
Yes.
You don't hear that one often.
Mainly just because of jazz.
Okay.
I've I heard like George Washington Jr. recently, which is like creator of like Just the Two of Us.
That's really good. That's cool. You don't hear that one often. How do you feel about the current state of like mainstream music? Like if you're driving and you're listening to the radio and like stuff pops up. I don't know if you listen to the radio often, but whenever you do, like how do you feel about the music that's kind of on?
I don't normally listen to the radio, but if we're talking about like mainstream, as in like Instagram or TikTok influenced music,
It's okay.
it's very more like upbeat than it is, and it's just
not your
really my
favorite.
style.
What do you think music today is? Is it better or worse than in the past?
Better.
Better?
I think so. I think artists are starting to try a lot more with their music.
Yeah. That's interesting. Most people say worse, but it's nice to hear people say better. I agree. Kind of.
Very 50-50.
Yeah.
Genre.
Very 50-50. I agree. How do you usually find new music? Is it like playlists, through friends, TikTok, like?
Mainly through friends. Occasionally I try to go on like Spotify and go on like a For You thing, or if there's an artist, or if there's a song that I found that is made by an artist I haven't checked, I normally just go through their discography.
Yeah. I'll either do that or I'll go to Spotify and click radio. It doesn't always work, but it's worth a try. If your life had a soundtrack, would songs be on it? Like what songs would be on it?
Interesting. Not sure if there's any specific songs that would be on it, but any that would fit kind of like songs that you would hear in like a Jim Carrey movie.
Okay, interesting choice of words. Well, I think that's all I have my questions. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
No? Okay, great.
All right, thank you. Okay, so here are your questions.